In the classic board game of Monopoly, the game only ends when only one person remains on the board and the rest of the players have declared bankruptcy. This is to simulate how the goal of actual monopolies are to snuff out the competition and become the only ones to sell a good or service in a certain market. In the game of Monopoly's case, the market is property. Now, to all the smart people watching this video, and you guys get where I'm going with this, just remember how Fallout ended and what Vault-Tec's plan was, and then connect that plan to the Monopoly analogy, and you can stop watching the video. You understand the ending of Fallout. If you're watching this because you're genuinely confused, you like the show, but it's like the ending was kind of confusing to you, and you want someone to explain it to you, I'm going to be insulting people's intelligence here. It's not going to be yours. It's going to be the intelligence of people trying to cite the ending as a reason why the show sucks instead of, the actual problems the show has. And for the rest of you who, are citing the ending as a reason why the show sucks, here's how you win the great game of capitalism. So, for those guys who don't remember the ending of Fallout, Vault-Tec's plan was essentially get people in the vaults, either drop a nuke or wait for the world to end. Get these capitalists at this round table involved to profit. If you couldn't tell, that is like a very watered down version of Vault-Tec's main plan because it's kind of hard to explain their plan without getting to my main point because I thought the main point of their plan was so obvious that I wouldn't have to make this video. And yet, here we are, me recording this and you watching this on YouTube. So, for those guys who don't get the main point of their plan, I'm going to explain this as simply and as clear as possible. If they end the world and then suit up and train what's left of civilization to be subservient to them, they will be the most powerful people in what's left of the world, winning the game of capitalism because what is the point of money when you're the king of civilization? At that point, everyone worships you. You are the money because you are the king of the entirety of civilization. And since you are the money, that means you are capitalism. And if you are capitalism, you have automatically won the game of capitalism. I could honestly end the video there. In fact, I really do want to end the video right here, right now, because I want to build my whole brand on making these videos get straight to the point and then ending it right there. However, a shocking amount of people did not read the subtext, if I can even call it subtext because of how obvious this plan was, and they need stuff explained to them. So I'm going to explain this in detail and in multiple different ways that I can to see if it hopefully sticks. And for those of you guys in the comments who get this, comment down below the point of Vault-Tec's plan in a way I haven't explained here, so that way for the people who for some reason didn't get it, go into the comment section, they might get the point. So, let's go back to the Monopoly point. You win Monopoly when all the other players are bankrupt and off the board and you're the last one standing, right? Vault-Tec's plan was essentially that, but what if we just killed the other people and all the other players? At that point, they're not bankrupt, but they are off the board, meaning that they've won. And since the game of Monopoly ended with them winning, there's not a point in spending any money at all, right? Because at this point, they are money, and they are doing that, right? What this metaphor means is that Vault-Tec's nuking its competition means that it's the sole one living. It's the only business living. It's the only company living. It's the only thing living, right? Meaning that it has the most power over the most people, aka the Vault Doors, aka the survivors, aka as far as they know will be the last of civilization. Meaning that it's technically the richest. Meaning that it won the game of capitalism. Meaning that there's no point of spending or making money considering we're the only people here in control of everything, including said money / capital / cap / however you want to quantify it. Let's put this another way. When we're living at our parents' house, we live under their rules, right? We can't make our own rules because it's not our house, it's our parents. They decide everything. The only way we can make our own rules is if we moved out and got our own place. In this metaphor, Vault-Tec adopts Chance the Rapper from that one SNL skit's stance of, what if I just murdered my parents? Now, that is very out there and big. This is just for argument. I obviously do not condone the murder of parents, but yeah. Vault-Tec does ask the question, what if I murder my parents, anyone who questions what I did, and then I'd have control over the house. That is essentially their plan put in that metaphor. Essentially, winning the game of capitalism means getting to a place of power where no one else is allowed to make money, no one else's products are allowed to be bar sold, only ours, and I don't know about you, but nuking the entire above world and having a plan to gain control over all the survivors sounds like a pretty great way to win said game and making sure it's only our products, it's only us they turn to, it's only us. That is the best way I know how to explain it. Like I said, for those who get it and have a better way to explain it than that, put it in the comment section below. Maybe there's a better way of saying it. There's only one last thing to say, and that's Season 1, Episode 6, 23 minutes and 40 seconds, The Dog Problem. Who says dogs aren't allowed in the vaults? They've spelled out this plan plenty of times. Specifically, in Episode 6, there's a lot of great moments. However, the biggest way in which it spells it out is when Cooper asks, who says dogs aren't allowed in the vault? When the world ends and we're all living in a Vault-Tec vault, who exactly creates the rules? Because after a nuclear apocalypse, the government is gone, and the only people left to make the rules are Vault-Tec and the vault dwellers within their vaults, right? They literally spelt this plan out. How did so many of you miss this? I see comments on Instagram all the time complaining about how this isn't how the game of capitalism is played, how it doesn't make sense if they nuke everybody, who's going to give them money, right? When it's really spelled out, it wasn't really about the money. Like, that's not really what the game of capitalism was about to them. It was about having all the power. They've spelled this out plenty of times for us. And y'all guys called this plan stupid. No, you guys are stupid, and I feel so stupid for even having to make this video. I had like 3 more metaphors, like, while I was writing this. However, as I was writing this, I was watching the show, and this moment came up, and I felt so stupid while writing it, because it's sort of like, how did you guys miss this? How? I'm done. Video over. If you enjoyed it, congratulations, I guess. Bye.